Hi happy people, and welcome to my channel. Today's video is about 5 things I like, 5 things I don't like on the exterior. This video is complementary to the one I did a couple of weeks ago about 5 things I like, 5 things I don't like on the interior. If you haven't watched that video, just look on my previous videos. Let's start with the 5 things I like. First of all, I have to say that it's been harder for me to find the 5 things I don't like on the exterior of this car. It was much easier for me to find 5 things I don't like on the interior than on the exterior, because the exterior of this car is pretty much okay. Let's start with the first things I like in this car is the aggressive and sportier look of the car. Compared to a regular A-Class, the AMG version has a really aggressive look. I particularly like those two lateral air intakes, which are fake, by the way. They are closed, but they gives really an absolutely aggressive look from the rear. And the whole package is quite good and aggressive, same with the big 19-inch wheels. That goes very well with the car. This car has some options like the carbon fiber side mirrors. So overall, I find the look of this car, especially with the AMG front and rear bumper, very aggressive, and I like it. Second thing I like about this car are the brakes. Those are the optional AMG performance brakes, and I have to say they are really impressive. They are very big compared to the size of the car. Especially the front brakes are really big. It looks like those front brakes are taken from a bigger, sportier car. And also the perforated brake discs are really aggressive and contribute to the general racer look of the car. Same goes for the rear brakes. They're very, very beautiful with the AMG logo on the front and the rear. And also the rear brakes discs are also perforated. So I have to say that this gives a very good look to the car, and they complement very well the rest of the exterior package of the car. Third thing I like about this car is the panoramic sunroof. It is really big, it is very well executed, and contrary to some other cars, this roof is really big even when you open it. On some cars, from the exterior, the roof can be seen as a big one, but then once you open it, it is small. It is not the case on this car, where the sunroof is absolutely big. The fourth thing I like about this car is how the assistance options are integrated into the car. And particularly the front radar for the Distronic Plus option is inside the Mercedes-Benz logo. It is very well integrated. On some other cars, this radar is here on the middle, in the middle of the front bumper, and you can see a big square or round, and it really stands. And here in the Mercedes it is absolutely invisible. If you don't know the difference between the car that has the Distronic Plus option and the car that doesn't have, you will never notice that actually there's a radar here on the emblem. And same things goes for the side assist lights that are here integrated into the side mirror. The contact is on now, so you can see the LED lights turned on. They are orange when you drive below 30 kilometers an hour, and they become red, and they're flashing red when you actionate the turning signal and when a car is beside you. So the rear radar will detect that a car is beside you or right beside you, and this LED triangle will blink in red, and there's also a signal warning you into the interior of the car. So I found this very well executed. The park assist, it's here on the side, and I mean you can't really hide that, but it's same as any other vehicle that has this option. Again, I find these assistant options very well integrated into the body of the A45 AMG. Fifth things I like about this car, it's a general feeling. This car is a real AMG. You can feel it has been tuned up by AMG. Some AMG purists may not really like this car because it doesn't have a 8-cylinder engine, doesn't have that specific sound, but I personally think that AMG has done a tremendous job on taking a regular A-class and making a really sport car out of it. And there are many aspects that makes you really think you are driving a supercar, like the engine and exhaust noise, especially with the performance AMG exhaust, and the overall feeling. Really, when you drive this car, you have the impression of driving a real supercar. So well done AMG for making this car being a real AMG Mercedes. Let's go now to the 5 things I don't like in this car. This is my opinion about 5 things I don't like. Feel free to comment and to give me your opinion. Number 1 in this specific car is the Aero package that goes with the Edition1 model, special Edition1 model. You have these front flaps, and depends on how you see the car, from which perspective you see the car. They can be not really well integrated. They stand out of the bodywork, and same goes for the rear spoiler. The rear spoiler, it's a strange feeling for me, because sometimes I really like the look of it. It really makes the car looks like a WRC car, a rally car, or a race car, but other times I find this like really something that has been added there and is not very well integrated. Especially when you look at the car from the rear, you can see that the rear spoiler is really larger than the car, and it gives kind of strange look to the car from the rear. The second thing I don't like about this car are those stickers. Again, this is part of the Edition1 package, and they can be removed, but actually it is absolutely difficult or even impossible to remove it yourself. You will need to go to a garage, and I've asked already, because at the beginning I wanted to remove the stickers, and I asked to a garage how much would it cost, and it looks like there is like 3 or 4 hours of work to remove the stickers. Of course, stickers are everywhere on the Edition1. You have this red sticker here on the side mirror. You have those lateral sticker on the back of the car. You have this red one on the front grille. You got those red one on the rear spoiler. And finally, you got those black stripes on the rear bumper. So mixed feelings about those stickers. I think that as they are part of the overall Edition1 package, they shouldn't be removed. So either you accept the car like it is, or you don't buy an Edition1. You have the option to remove them. It costs quite a lot of money, but I believe that it will take away the essence of this Edition1 limited edition. I personally don't really like the stickers, because they are a little bit too much on the car, a little bit look at me. Probably a younger person than me would like them more. I'm 43, so for me it is a little bit too much look at me. Second thing I don't like on the A45 AMG and on the A-Class in general are the daylight LED and turning lights. They look a little bit outdated because they are dots, separated dots. It is not a single stripe like on modern cars. You probably don't see it very well because it's a sunny day today. But I believe on the facelifted A-Class that should come out in sometimes in September, these will be a little bit modernized and will look more like a GLA or a C-Class. But I personally find this a little bit outdated compared to the overall shape of the car, which is quite modern. The fourth thing I don't really like in this car is the exhaust. Not the sound, but the look of the exhaust. To me, they are too much integrated. They don't really stand out like on some other cars, and it doesn't really gives a racer look as opposed to the rest of the car. So again, don't get me wrong, the sound it's amazing and insane, but they are too much integrated. I prefer the one on the C-Class or even S-Class AMG. They stand out a little bit. They gives a more aggressive look. Oh, and thinking again, I may have a 6 little things I don't like into this car, and actually is the support for the front hood. This is really archaic if you ask me. On such a modern car you should have this as an hydraulic. You know, on all other cars that you just open the hood and it stands. This looks like really 1970, 1980 if you ask me. So I think on such a particular car, this is something really, it doesn't fit into the car. It's not a big issue. I mean, how many times would you open the hood, how many times would you notice that? But still, I find this really, it doesn't fit with such a car. By the way, I want to thank Mr. Thomas Stutzbach for having made such a nice engine on this car. Thank you to that man for making this perfect engine. There you go. It was the 5 things I like, 6 things I don't like on the exterior of the car. Please feel free to comment, feel free to give me your things you like or don't like in this car. Don't forget to thumb up, subscribe if you want, and more content to come. Thank you for watching. Bye.